Welcome to Decode Chinese Characters.
Let's start learning Chinese characters for body parts. In this series, we'll focus on the basic ones that describe different parts of our body. In ancient oracle bone script, there was a symbol pronounced R. What do you think this symbol looks like? Doesn't it kind of look like an ear? You guessed it, this symbol actually does stand for ear. And if you look at the earliest bronze inscriptions from the Shang dynasty, they look even more like a real ear. Over the course of thousands of years, this simple little pictograph kept changing as Chinese writing evolved. But even though the shape shifted a lot, the meaning basically stayed the same. Today, we still read it as and it still just means ear. The character specifically refers to the ear, one of the 5 sense organs. Sometimes it also describes things related to ears, or objects that simply look like an ear. For example, Mao means cat ears. Huan means earrings. Mu means black fungus, which has a shape a bit like an ear. Bei means an ear cup, a kind of cup with handles shaped like ears. Ji means headphones, earphones. Looking at these examples, you can really see how carries the idea of ear or hearing. And once you pick up on this pattern, it becomes way easier to figure out what new words might mean. Now let's practice reading it. R. The character R is an independent character. If we break it down completely, you'll see it's actually just made of simple horizontal and vertical strokes, 6 in total, 4 horizontals and 2 verticals. It looks pretty easy, but putting those strokes together the right way still takes a bit of attention. Just keep an eye on the shape and follow the correct stroke order to write properly. Let's take a look at how to write R stroke by stroke. First, draw a horizontal line at the top of the square grid. Next, starting from the left end of that line, draw a short vertical stroke. Then add a longer vertical stroke on the right. Remember, the left one is shorter and the right one is longer. Also, make sure the top horizontal line sticks out slightly on both sides, so there's enough room for these 2 vertical strokes. After that, add 2 short horizontal strokes between those 2 vertical lines. Make sure they're evenly spaced. Finally, draw a long horizontal stroke at the bottom, starting from the base of the short left vertical line. Notice that this bottom line is longer than the top one, and the long right vertical stroke should go down near the bottom of the grid. Give it a try, and you'll get it. The character R is also a very common radical in Chinese. You'll see it at the top, the bottom, or on the left side of many characters. Take a look at these examples. When it appears on the left, its final long horizontal stroke is replaced with a short rising stroke. This small change helps flatten the shape a bit, so there's enough room for the rest of the character on the right. There's also a special simplified form of the character R when it's used as a radical. It looks like this, and we call it the bao pang. It's made of 2 strokes, and the writing order is a bit unique. You start with the horizontal turning hook stroke on the upper right, and then write the long vertical stroke on the left. Getting this radical right can be tricky, especially that horizontal turning hook stroke. It really takes some practice. It kind of looks like an ear, doesn't it? This radical is very common. When it appears on the left side of a character, we call it the left ear radical. When it appears on the right, we call it the right ear radical. Keep this radical in mind. We're going to see it a lot in future characters. Even though R means ear, modern Chinese doesn't really use this character by itself in everyday conversation. Instead, we say "耳朵" when we're talking about our ears. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. More Chinese character stories are coming soon.